Crime.
Crime harms society, and laws exist to protect people and maintain peace. Criminal. A criminal breaks the law and faces punishment from courts and justice.
Law.
Law guides citizens and leaders to behave fairly and responsibly every day. Police. Police protect communities by enforcing laws and helping citizens during dangerous situations. Arrest. Police arrest suspects when strong evidence shows they committed a serious crime.
Jail.
Jail is a place where people are legally confined as punishment for committing crimes. Prison. Prison keeps convicted criminals away from society to maintain public safety.
Court.
Court decides cases fairly by examining evidence, witnesses, and legal arguments.
Judge.
A judge listens carefully and announces fair decisions according to law. Lawyer. Lawyer defends clients and explains complicated laws during important court trials. Evidence. Evidence is information or objects presented in court to prove or disprove a claim. Witness. A witness is a person who sees an event and gives a truthful account in court. Trial. A trial is a legal process where evidence is examined to determine guilt or innocence. Sentence. Sentence decides punishment for criminals after judges review evidence and facts.
Punishment.
Punishment discourages criminals and reminds citizens to follow the law. Investigation. Investigation collects facts, clues, and information to discover the truth.
Detective.
Detective studies clues and interviews people to solve complicated crimes.
Theft.
Theft happens when someone secretly takes another person's property illegally. Robbery. Robbery is taking someone's property by force, threat, or intimidation, breaking the law. Burglary. Burglary occurs when criminals enter buildings secretly to steal valuable things. Murder. Murder is the deliberate and illegal act of killing another human being intentionally.
Kidnapping.
Kidnapping means taking someone away illegally, often demanding money or favors.
Fraud.
Fraud is the act of deceiving others to gain money, power, or unfair advantage. Corruption. Corruption happens when officials misuse power for personal gain unfairly. Bribery. Bribery occurs when money influences officials to make dishonest decisions. Violence. Violence is the use of physical force to harm, damage, or intimidate others.
Gang.
Gang members often cooperate together, committing crimes and causing community problems.
Smuggling.
Smuggling secretly transports illegal goods across borders to avoid taxes. Terrorism. Terrorism spreads fear by violent attacks to influence governments and policies. Cybercrime. Cybercrime uses computers or internet systems to steal data illegally. Government. Government manages national affairs and makes laws for citizens' welfare. Politics involves decision-making processes that shape government policies and leadership. Politician. Politician represents people and participates in government decision-making. Election. An election is a formal process where citizens vote to choose leaders or decide on policies.
Vote.
Vote expresses citizens' opinions about leaders or government decisions. Voter. Voter participates in elections to help choose responsible national leaders. Campaign. Campaign spreads political messages to persuade citizens before elections. Democracy. Democracy gives people power to choose leaders through free elections. Constitution. A set of fundamental principles that defines a country's laws and government. Parliament. Parliament debates laws and policies representing citizens across the country. Minister. Minister leads government departments and implements policies effectively. President. President acts as head of state and represents the nation internationally. Prime Minister. Prime Minister leads the government and manages national political decisions. Senator. A senator is an elected official who represents citizens in a country's legislative body. Policy. Policy explains government plans to solve problems and guide development. Debate. Debate allows leaders to discuss ideas and convince people logically.
Party.
Political party organizes supporters who share similar political goals. Opposition. Opposition questions government decisions to ensure fairness and accountability. Leadership. Leadership guides citizens and institutions toward progress and stability. Authority. Authority gives leaders the power to make important decisions legally. Power. the ability or authority to control, influence decisions, and lead people effectively. Rights. Rights protect citizens' freedoms and dignity within a democratic society. Justice. Justice ensures fairness and equality when courts decide legal cases. Lawmaker. A lawmaker is a person who creates, discusses, and passes laws in government. Legislation. Legislation includes laws created by government to regulate society. Diplomacy. Manages peaceful relations between countries through discussion and agreements.
Protest.
Shows citizens' disagreement with policies or political decisions peacefully.
Reform.
Reform means making changes to improve a system, law, or organization for better results. Scandal. Scandal damages reputation when leaders become involved in dishonest actions.
Impeachment.
Impeachment is a process where officials are formally accused of wrongdoing by lawmakers. Governance. Governance refers to how leaders manage public institutions responsibly. Security. Security protects citizens and national interests from threats and crimes. Nationalism. Nationalism encourages strong pride and loyalty toward one's country. Revolution. Revolution changes political systems when people demand major transformation. Constitutionality. Constitutionality checks whether laws follow the nation's constitution properly.
Vow.
A vow is a sincere promise made with strong commitment and deep determination.
Pledge.
A pledge is a serious promise to do something or support a cause faithfully. Allegation. An allegation is a claim that someone did something wrong not yet proven true. Coalition. A coalition is a partnership where groups unite to achieve shared goals together.
Policy.
A policy guides decisions, sets clear rules, and helps organizations act fairly always.